Hello everybody, and you're very welcome to Projectotron, the prediction site with a difference. We're back, it's a new season, football has returned after what seems like forever, although it's only been a couple of weeks really.
Has it? I can't tell, I can't track the passage of time anymore.
It's been too long. We're here looking at the English season, and it kicks off this Sunday with the Community Shield, where we see Arsenal taking on Manchester City. Rory, what do you think's going to happen?
I'm looking forward to this, just for the sort of grudge match that's going to come into it now, because City, just every year, it's like, it's a rule, they have to sign one of Arsenal's players. They got Sanya this year. He may or may not start this.
They didn't pay for him.
They didn't pay for him, but they took him. They
haven't made many additions, given that they are under somewhat of a transfer embargo from...
Yeah, a sort of very heavy slap on the wrist. Sort of, ow, it actually hurt, but, still, it's not terrible. They brought in reliable players. They brought in a reliable player. And he's not going to make much of a difference in this game whatsoever. I think Arsenal are going to be feeling this game. Arsenal... They have the taste of silver in their mouth now. They want to go for it. First time in 10 years.
Wembley is a happy hunting ground for Arsenal now.
It is. And I think they're going to go at this full throttle. This match kind of has a reputation of being like friendly or not mattering and whatnot. I think it will matter to Arsenal. This is their first time in this match in 9 years. It shows that they've done something. They've won something. They've got a trophy. They're going to want another. City are going to be in this competition for the next 10, 20 years, probably every year, every second year, as a result of winning some trophy or whatnot. They're going to get tired of it very, very quickly. I think they're probably not going to be as up for it. A lot more of their players were at the World Cup than Arsenal's as well, so we may see a little bit more energy in Arsenal for that reason. And for that reason, I'm going to go with a 2-0 victory to Arsenal.
2-0. I think you're right about Arsenal. I think Arsenal have shown, or at least their players individually, if not the team collectively, have shown over the last 6 months that they actually can win things. They don't have this mental voodoo. Now their squad has 3 World Cup winners in it.
It's not bad, yeah.
They'll have Podolski, who probably won't start. They'll have Mertesacker, who almost definitely will start. Ozil, you can never tell with him in a game like this, a friendly. You can never tell exactly what Wenger is going to do. They're also going to have a nice shiny new toy in Alexis Sanchez to play with.
Exactly, yeah.
Walcott should be back.
That'd be a huge boost.
A fit Wilshere and a fit Ramsey to play about within midfield. Arsenal have an awful lot of options now, which is something you can't always say of Arsenal, at least kind of, in terms of top tier talent over the last couple of years. So it's going to be interesting to see what sort of a squad he puts out. I think that he's going to try and embed Sanchez, so I think he'll start. And I would fancy a couple of the other playmakers to start up there with him, so probably Ozil and probably Cazorla to start as well. The defence more or less writes itself.
Yeah, pretty much.
They brought in Ospina from Nice to
just challenge Chesney. I think Chesney will still.
I assume Chesney will still start, but to challenge Chesney, keep him on his toes, because Wenger always seems to like to have 2 starting goalkeepers.
Yeah.
Ever since Lehmann left, he seemed to have had a choice of keepers to pick from. I think Chesney will start. And Wenger could do classic Wenger and, sub goalkeepers at half time and stuff like that. Remember, there's no extra time in this. If it goes to 90 minutes, it'll go straight to penalties. So there's no real loss by subbing in a few players, and if someone gets injured, there's only going to be 20-30 minutes left. So it's not the end of the world. You're not going to play on for an hour without them. I think that, as well, Arsenal are going to be up for this. I agree with you. And I think that it'll be interesting to see if the new returned pace of Walcott and the added pace of Sanchez, if they can add a bit more urgency and impetus up front, they should be able to take City. Because City, most of the times they looked faulty last year was when they were attacked with pace at the back. So I think that we're probably looking at... I can't see City not scoring. That's my problem.
Yeah, I mean, I can see City almost using this game as an experiment, to be honest, just to try new things, try new systems. It doesn't. I don't think this game matters so much. Not to Pellegrini and the players. It'll matter more to the upper management. But I can see Arsenal.
Does it matter to the upper management?
I mean, they want silverware. They've spent a lot of gold. They want a lot of silver.
Has anyone checked? Is the Community Shield actually made out of silver?
I've never put it between my teeth, but no, probably not. It might be tin foil. Anyway, yeah. But yeah, so you reckon?
I reckon Arsenal will win. I reckon they'll win probably 2-1. I think what's interesting is Community Shield. Everyone likes to look at it and go, "Oh, let's let's draw all our conclusions for the season, see what happens from here on out. You're right, City are going to try and set up a dynasty whereby they're in this every year or every other year. Arsenal have been in this more often than not over the last 2 decades. Since 2 decades.
The previous decade, I think. The last 10 years,
enough,
they've not been in it. But, you know.
But they've been in almost every year prior to that, from about 1994 with 1989 forwards. So it's a proud pedigree for Arsenal. Usually the team that wins the Charity Shield in the Premier League era has gone on to come second most likely, and first second most likely. So if you win this and you're in the Premier League, your chance is probably going to come second, but you've an okay chance of coming first. So I think both teams will definitely be looking to lay down a marker for the season to come, as it were. I do think 2-1 to Arsenal sounds about right. It just feels right. I can't see City not scoring, but I think Arsenal will nab it. What about Projectotron?
Projectotron reckons this will be a 3-1 victory to Arsenal, with Manchester City taking the lead via ex-Arsenal alumnus Samir Nasri.
Obviously.
And then Arsenal coming back and scoring 3 goals unanswered via Alexis Sanchez, new signing, very exciting. Santi Cazorla, back from why not? Back from Spain's early rest of the World Cup, and clutch goal scorer Aaron Ramsey to top it off.
Wales' future,
right there. And Gareth who? Yeah,
Never
exactly.
heard.
Yeah, some Spaniard.
Excellent. So there you have it. Rory's going with a 2-0 win for Arsenal. I'm going with a 2-1 win for Arsenal. And Projectotron ambitiously outscores all of us by saying it'll be a 3-1 win for Arsenal. Arsenal all round there. Man City are going home empty-handed. That's it for Community Shield Projectotron. But don't forget, next week the Premier League returns, and we're returning as well. More Projectotron every week during the Premier League. We look forward to seeing you then. Thanks for watching and enjoy the football.